So, as y'all know, Chip doesn't care about Ryan moving on. She cares about Ryan getting more views than her. She got, 10,000 views on a vid after like 6 days, and Ryan got over 11 million. I'm so happy for him. He deserves it. I mean, putting up with this nonsense, he definitely deserves it. Now, you guys, I just want you to understand that Chip is a little more intelligent than you're giving her credit. There's a reason why she pretended to live Taylor Swift. Okay. So her audience that she's trying to target, her market audience right when she got out of prison, are young people, young preteens, teens, tweens, college people, pretty much anyone under the age of 26. That's her target audience. And that's who gives her money. It's a lot of people that are younger than 30. And they need to be saving that money for their future, not for Jeb. But I think they give her money because they want her to respond. They see her on TV, they think her story is cool, and they're like, oh, well, she looks like she's a little behind, but, let's give her a start in life. But it's all a play. You see, she wants them to think that she's a Taylor Swift fan, and she's a Swiftie because Taylor Swift has a massive audience and a massive young audience. So if Jip can be a Swiftie, then all of a sudden she's got all the Swifties following her. Now, this is the part Jip doesn't understand. Okay, she's smart enough to understand her own marketing plan, but she's not smart enough to realize that other celebs don't appreciate her trying to hijack their following. So basically Jip's pretending to be a Taylor Swiftie, a Swiftie fan. I guarantee you that Jip doesn't know any of the Easter eggs that Taylor Swift hid in her music. Okay? So she's not a real Swiftie. If she was a real Swiftie, she'd get on a live and be like, oh, wow, I found this cool Easter egg in one of her songs. But no, what she does is she hijacks the story. So she puts Taylor Swift songs on while she's doing a ridiculous makeup video. And then she tells the kids, I'm a Swiftie. Guys, I'm a Swiftie too. But yet she doesn't go to a single Swiftie concert. Why? Because she tried to manipulate Tay-Tay. And Tay-Tay's playing chess while Jip is playing checkers. So this is what I hope every celeb does, is they realize they don't need to be manipulated by Jip. They have their own industries, and they don't deserve some wannabe hijacking their careers and their industry and their following. So Jip's trying to hijack Tay-Tay's following. And Tay-Tay knows what Jip is up to, okay? She knows she's pretending to be a Swiftie. She knows that she's trying to meet with her. But then it wasn't just that. She tried to manipulate Tay-Tay into meeting up with her. So Jip got all of her followers to sign this petition, which out of 4 or 5 million followers, only 400 people signed this petition. Or 409, I think. But there's this petition she put out for basically emotionally manipulating Tay-Tay. Now, this is what Jip doesn't understand. Emotional manipulation only works on people who are not emotionally intelligent. So Jip is really, really good at emotional manipulation. But Tay-Tay is too smart for it. So this little petition was basically telling Tay-Tay, it would be really great. You're a philosopher. You're a charitable donate. You work with a lot of charities, and you're a philanthropist. Go ahead and support Jip, and it'll add to your resume, and everyone will be really happy you understood her victimhood and supported her agenda in so many words, right? Well, Tay-Tay was looked at that and was like, you're not going to emotionally manipulate me. Girl, I'm a big fish. You're a little peacock wannabe. I'm a big shark in a big ocean, and you're a little tadpole who thinks he's the queen of the sea. You get what I'm saying? Jip's over here thinking she's Beyonce and can just order celebs around, But she ain't no Beyonce, and she ain't no Tay-Tay, okay? She's a little tadpole who unalived her mom and has some notoriety. So, she thinks she's a big mafia guy, right? Basically going on lives, threatening people. She thinks she just runs a whole industry. Well, whoever gave her the green card to the media and immunity, Well, they're going to realize real quick that Gyp is too messy. And I think Tay-Tay already realized this. Gyp is too messy. So eventually Tay-Tay had to put out a statement and say, like, I'm not getting involved in her shenanigans. Okay? I'm so proud of Tay-Tay for doing this. But this is why when Tay-Tay, and this is proof, and this is why I love Tay-Tay, okay? She went to NOLA for 2 days. I mean, I don't want to say it was because of that, but I will say, Gyp blames the fact that she couldn't go to a Swifty thing because it was in Kansas. But Tay-Tay goes to NOLA, less than 30 minutes drive, maybe 15-minute drive from where Gyp lives. And Gyp still couldn't even get like a $200 ticket. You know why? You know why she couldn't? She spends more on her manicures in a month than she could spend on a Tay-Tay ticket. You know why? Let me tell you guys, Taylor Swift concerts are not that expensive. They're actually really reasonable for what you get. I think Gyp is like she wanted the VIP lounge, right? When she tried to spend Ryan's money, make it seem. But do you guys understand that she also indirectly insulted Tay-Tay when she did that? Because she tried to get the most expensive ticket possible, which is like you get the VIP lounge, you get the best seats in the house, you get the best service, you get food, drinks coming to you, you get lounge area where there's food and drinks too, and then you also get to meet Tay-Tay and like go backstage. It's like the ultimate experience, and it's for like the rich of the rich, right? So Gyp spent the most ridiculous ticket you can. Well, there's not that many of those seats, when she could have just gotten a $152 ticket at the most. But she goes for the biggest package. Why? So that when she goes to the media and it's caught and Ryan says like, oh, she tried spending $12,000 on 2 tickets, people automatically assume that Taylor Swift is charging too much for her tickets. Do you guys not understand? Gyp can play checkers, but she does not understand that there are people out there who play chess, because she's never swam with big fish. She has swam with little fish who aren't under her game, but now she's in big fish. She's a little fish trying to go in big fish waters. Let me tell you, Gyp, there are some of us who understand how to swim in big fish waters, and you're not one of them. You see, Tay-Tay right away knew what you were up to. She saw that indirectly you're trying to market her tickets as being outrageously priced like other people did recently. You're trying to basically blackmail her Swifties to thinking they can't afford the tickets because you couldn't afford the tickets. See, Tay-Tay knows that you were trying to hurt her image and lower her ticket sales. Okay? You don't understand that there are people out there who can play chess, Gyp, and you're making enemies left and right. No other celeb, after a celeb see what you did to Taylor Swift, how you tried hijacking the Swifties, then you tried emotionally manipulating her to meet you. Then when that didn't work, you tried to make people think that her tickets are outrageously expensive. And then she comes to NOLA just to prove a point, comes to NOLA, 15 minutes from your house, where tickets are ridiculously cheap. And you still couldn't go to a concert. There was no restrictions then. You could have driven 15 minutes, spent $100 on a ticket. Why didn't you go? Because you knew that you would go and be a normal person, and that Taylor Swift wouldn't come down and personally greet you and give you a PR stunt. That alone should prove to all your followers that you're not a Swifty fan. What Swifty fan is going to not spend, who's a millionaire? What Swifty fan out there who's a millionaire is not going to spend $100 on a ticket, or even $200 on a ticket? And they're multi-millionaire and they can't spend $200 on a ticket that's 15 minutes from them. You see, guys, she's not a Swifty fan. And the sooner her fans and followers realize that she's a fake, she's a fraudster, she copies and imitates people's stories. She became a Swifty fan because it was relatable, it was relevant, and that's what her followers like. But she couldn't even go to a concert, you guys, that was right by her house. And this proved Tay-Tay's point right here, that she hijacks celebrities. She's been trying to hijack celebrities ever since her mom became besties with the Disney celeb coordinator. She's been trying to hijack celebrities ever since then. And when someone's too thirsty, Let me tell you, everybody moves their drinks away. When there's someone who's too thirsty, that they don't have any respect for the big fish in the pond, everyone's going to move their drinks. You see, I think celebrities admire someone who's willing to go to the additional lengths to be a celeb, or to work hard, or to produce art that's exceptional, or to have a refined career that's exceptional, or to do something no one's ever done before. But then you have Gyp, who's hijacking Taylor Swift's career. This is the real Gyp right here. This is the real Gyp, and I'm so glad people are catching on to it, because the minute Ryan gets more views than her, she's on a YouTube talking about Oscar. You don't think Ken is a little annoyed that she's on a live hinting at like someone taking her back? You don't think Ken's annoyed that she's on a live saying, that man's my husband? She doesn't care what Ken feels. She doesn't care what Ken thinks. And that's the man that she's so in love with, that they're having a baby together, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to her, and it's the best kiss she's ever had, guys. And she doesn't care what he thinks. Tay-Tay's right. Gyp is full of shenanigans. And the faster other celebs realize this, you have to understand, Melissa Moore can only push her for so long. Once so many celebs are sick of her that they literally call TMZ, they have more power, and they call TMZ, and they're like, we don't care that Melissa Moore wants to push her. We don't want her on TMZ anymore. Gyp is going to be out. She's going to be out like a flash lightning bug that's been squished. And let me tell you, Gyp, there are so many people in the public that can't wait for the day that they don't see you on their feed anymore. And it's not because they don't care about you having a good life. I think everyone has tried to give you a good life, but they care about you ruining everyone else's is the problem. Why don't you just go and live a quiet life, live a good life? You're a millionaire now. You can do something with it. But how about you leave all those celebrities alone, okay? Taylor Swift didn't deserve anything that you did to her. But I'm going to tell everyone about it, because I actually care about people like Taylor Swift who go above and beyond to make music that has layers within layers of it. You know what's crazy is I do music, you guys, and I hide secret messages in my music, and I hide layers and layers in my music. There's very deep messages in my songs. And not once did I know Taylor Swift did all that until I just happened to hear about it on the news. It was 2 months ago. I was like, holy crap, Taylor Swift hides Easter messages in her music? That's so cool. She's way deeper than people realize, and she's definitely a chess player. And Gyp, you're swimming out of water. Go swim back to your little pond back in Missouri. Or you can't go back to Missouri. Well, just stay in NOLA, the place that you tried to escape when you were younger and try to leave and live a luxury life. Just leave a luxury life down in NOLA. But leave the celebs alone. They want nothing to do with you, girl.